Hey bosses, looking for some quick ways to grow your Pinterest account? What about some ways that you can do impactful things to increase your Pinterest reach, engagement, clicks in 5 minutes or less? You do not need to spend hours every single day on Pinterest to get results. With just 5 minutes, you can have amazing success on the Pinterest platform. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you five-minute tasks that you can do on Pinterest that are impactful and will help you grow your Pinterest business account. So be sure to like this video if you love Pinterest hacks just like this one. And don't forget to subscribe because I've got new videos coming your way each and every week. So let's get started on those 5-minute tasks that you can do today. You don't need hours to grow your Pinterest account. So the first way that you can spend 5 impactful minutes is to plan seasonal and trending content. Yes, take a minute or 5 to sit down and plan out some content ideas that are both trending and seasonal. There are a few quick ways that you can do that. Mind if I show you? So the first place that I want you to go for trending content is to click on analytics and trends. We're going to use Pinterest trends to figure out what people are interested in right now so that you can tie your content to it and have an opportunity for your pins to do even better. So easiest way, you can actually just check the front page, see what people are into, and think about if there's any way for you to match your content to it. So we know that Easter's coming up, for example, spring break. These are some topics that people are interested in right now and coming up. So Carly is a travel blogger. So some things she could do are spring break, maybe social distancing style, for example. Prom is coming up, graduation is coming up just around the corner, Mother's Day. So you can hop in here and see what's trending up and find a way to tie it to your content. Take some time to brainstorm, do some searching. Another way is just look at a calendar and a list of things that are coming up. We got April Fools. We have got Earth Day, huge. We have Mother's Day in May, Father's Day in June, Juneteenth, the spring equinox. There's so many different ways that you can create seasonal and trending content. So take 5 minutes to brainstorm seasonal and trending topics. So up next is the second idea, which is to do keyword research. You've got to use search engine optimization to increase the odds of people seeing, clicking, engaging, and loving your content. It doesn't happen by accident. You don't need 1 million followers on Pinterest to get discovered if you do your keyword research. And honestly, it just takes a few minutes. So say, for example, I was Carly and I'm going to write a post on, spring trip ideas. You could do some simple keyword research right on the Pinterest website. There are 3 things you're looking for when we're doing keyword research. 1 is your main keyword, 2 is your related keywords, and 3, the questions that people are asking. Can I show you how easy that is? For example, we could do spring break. It's a huge thing for travel. So I would search spring break. And then I would see what else people are looking for. So spring break ideas for kids, family, teens, for kids at home, college at home. So you can see there's so many ideas for spring break at home. That is something that people are interested in. And if you no longer have the bubbles in your search underneath the search bar, you can use the search bar itself with the populated ideas. So we can see here, these are the searches that people are looking for. So your main keyword could be spring break ideas at home, but subcategories can be for kids, for teens, for college. So these are all the related keywords. Questions that people could be asking are how to spend spring break at home. That could be a keyword. So when you're figuring out what people are looking for, use the search bar. Also check trends. I'm going to type in spring break at home and see if it comes up. So it doesn't, but we have spring break. So I'm going to see what people are looking for. Spring break bucket list. So I would actually tie these keywords together. If you can't always find the specific keyword, and sometimes you won't, you can tie two related keywords together. So spring break at home, bucket list. If you're going to continue with this keyword, you can use the main keyword, the related keywords, and your questions. So that's how you can do some 5-minute keyword research. You can decide, okay, is it worth it? Is it not? But it was only 5 minutes. You didn't go write a whole blog post that no one was interested in. And if it was a keyword that came up with lots of interest, then you know, yes, this is something that people are interested in, and maybe it even has the potential to go viral. I've got a whole video on that. Be sure to click below in the description to watch it if you're curious about how to go viral. All right, so the next thing that you can do in 5 minutes is to design pins. You could design 1 pin or 5 pins. It's totally possible in just 5 minutes. If you're using the right tool like Tailwind Create, you can design 5 pins in 5 minutes. I've got a whole video on that you can check out as well. So when we're doing designing pins here, remember, Pinterest is all about those fresh pins. So the best use of your time for these 5 minutes is not just to design pins for any old random post. You could design pins for a brand new post that you just published, or you could even design a pin or 5 or 3, whatever you're able, for one of your top posts. That is going to be the best use of your time. So if you're going to do the option where I said for your best post, head to Pinterest, click on Analytics, Overview, and you're going to click on your domain, scroll down, click on outbound clicks, and then this is your top post. So you're going to go and design more pins for this post. Why? Because it's validated. People are interested in clicking on it. So this is a great opportunity for you to create more pins for this. You can actually swap out the images and upload this pin again, maybe change the color of the footer bar or the circle. Make it a fresh pin. You could also design more pins. Design a video pin that might take you 5 minutes. It's for a post that people are already interested in. So that's a great way for you to use 5 minutes. So the fourth way for you to use 5 minutes to impactfully grow your Pinterest account is to figure out the best time to pin. So whether you're manually pinning or using a scheduler, it's all about the time that you pin. So say, for example, if you're pinning at a time where all your subscribers or the people who are following your profile are asleep, it's not really going to work out. So say, for example, you live in another part of the world, but the most of your subscribers and engaged audience, the people who are interested in your content, are in the greater US, but you're pinning at a time they're asleep. That doesn't make sense, does it? You want to make sure that you're pinning at a time where your audience is most engaged. How do you figure that out? So the best place is to check your Google Analytics. You want to go in and see when is the most of your audience active on your site. And for a lot of bloggers, when you're new, the most, or even if you're a bit seasoned like myself, 30% of my traffic still comes from Pinterest. So you're going to hop in. And Carly of 52 Cities, we can see most of her traffic is from social, 85%, right? And when I check out this social, saying, okay, social can be anything. It can be Facebook. It's 99.94% Pinterest. So I can say that when I check out her home of her analytics and I scroll down to see this chart that is showing me, you can see this chart right here, based on time and users per day, the darkest patches mean the most amount of people. So I can see here that her best times to pin are Monday, 9 p.m., Monday, 10 p.m., Tuesday, same times. And then throughout the rest of the week, late night is also a really great time. Saturdays, it's 10 a.m. to noon. So depending on who you are and what your traffic is like, these times are going to be different. So I could show you that data from my own site, and we can see that it's completely different. Whereas Carly got the most action in the evenings, for me, I can see that it's actually around the middle of the day where my content gets the most engagement. You can also figure out in terms of days of the week, which days are better for you. So I know my content does the best Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Weekends aren't really for me. So if I'm scheduling pins, whether that's manually using a scheduler like Tailwind, I'm going to make sure that my best designed pins for my most engaged content is going out at those high peak times. So if I was Carly, that would be Monday and Tuesday at that 9 p.m., 10 p.m. slot. So what's the best time for you to pin? Take 5 minutes to figure it out and then start scheduling at that time. Okay, we're to the fifth way that you can use 5 minutes impactfully to grow your Pinterest account. This one is simple. Add it to Tailwind communities. Forget about group boards. If you want to get repins, which is more saves on your pins by relevant users, which is going to increase the chance of you getting clicks, I know that's a big one. You want to start using Tailwind communities. It is hands down one of the best ways and use of your Tailwind account. So on the Tailwind website, it's actually showing me how well all of my Tailwind communities are doing. So say, for example, in this one, I'm one of the members that got the most reshares in the last week. And here I am again, and here I am again, and here I am again. And so not every community that I add to, but a lot of them, 9 repins here, 10 repins here. And I can actually see on my stats, the pins that I'm adding to my communities are the ones that are getting the repins. So we can see here, this whole list of pins that I'm scrolling past are pins that I've been adding to communities over the last week. So every week I have a list of pins that I want to get more reshares to. So I'm adding those to my communities throughout the day, and it really and truly only takes a few minutes. So if you have not signed up for Tailwind communities as yet, be sure to click the link in my description. Start that free trial to Tailwind. Communities are just part of it. You get the scheduler, you get communities, you also get access to Tailwind Create. It's one of those all-in-one tools that I love. So check out Tailwind communities. Honestly, if you've just got 5 minutes and you've already done everything like creating seasonal content, you do your keyword research, you design pins, you know the best time to pin, you've got to kind of get other people to help you get those repins and those reshares. And there ain't no better way than Tailwind communities. So there you have it. Those are 5 impactful ways that you can use just 5 minutes to grow your Pinterest account. If you loved this video, be sure to like. And don't forget to comment down below. I would love to know how you use 5 minutes to impactfully grow your Pinterest account. What are your Pinterest hacks that only take 5 minutes or less? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'm more than happy to be your Pinterest coach. I'll see you in my next video.